Jon Jones didn't post that training footage by accident? And nobody in the MMA world thinks it was just another workout? Clip the timing says it all. For months, he's hovered on the edge of relevance. Half retired, half active. Watching the heavyweight division move on without him, while Tom Aspinall carried the belt and Dana White quietly stopped mentioning his name. And now, just as the UFC White House card takes shape without him, Jones drops footage that sends one clear message. He's not done. He's not inactive. And he still believes he belongs on the biggest stage the UFC has ever seen.
Donald Trump mentioned that he wanted to have a fight at the White House Guard, and that just seems like such a huge opportunity. I'm a very proud American. I have a lot of close friends that are in the military. Just to be able to entertain the country and the world at this level at the White House, it just means the world to me. So I'm back.
If Jon Jones pops out of nowhere and he says, listen, I don't care what happens with Tom. I just want to guarantee that whether it goes my way or it doesn't go my way, I get a rematch. I want to fight Tom Aspinall in February at a location of your choosing. I want the rematch to be on the White House lawn. Whether I stomp this guy out or this guy gets the jump on me, we rematch at the White House. There's Jon versus Tom, not just part one, part two. It makes it hotter. It makes it a lot spicier. Does that trump one non-title, non-contending, yet to pick a weight class, Conor McGregor against anybody that can fog a mirror? I'm asking you. I want you to take
I think the whole world will come out.
We're talking about Eric Trump, by the way, not the big man himself, not big Donald J. Trump. No, but he probably does.
I mean, Jon Jones has to fight. He
think he'll be on it?
I mean, I think you're going to see. I feel like he has one.
At the president of the United States, because they're saying, oh, look at this. What an egomaniac. He's having it on his birthday. I think that's the perfect time, because if they did have it on the 4th of July, then it kind of interrupts everyone's celebrations. You know, it'd be a little bit of a distraction. And if you're trying to maximize viewing figures, okay, don't do it on the 4th of July. There's parties going on all over the place. It is a massive celebration. The beaches are packed. It's the middle of summer. People are having a good time. They're out there. They're at parades. You name it. They're all at barbecues. It's an amazing time in this country, right? They're all getting off on the 1776 vibes, which, by the way, no one in England cares about. And it's not because, right, we're sore losers. Honestly, nobody in the United Kingdom gives a damn about 1776. Let me just tell you that I didn't even know what it was until I moved here.
This isn't about fitness. It's about approval. Jones knows Dana White doesn't trust him anymore. Not after stalled negotiations. Not after the Aspinall situation collapsed. Not after years of uncertainty, retirements, returns, and promises that never fully materialized. The White House card isn't just another event. It's a political, cultural, and historical moment for the UFC, and Dana White wants reliability, not chaos. Whether fair or not, Jones has become synonymous with risk, which is why this footage matters. Every heavy wrestling exchange, controlled clinch, slow pressure, and moment of positional dominance feels intentional, almost curated, as if Jones is silently saying, "Look how disciplined I am. Look how prepared I am. Look how safe I can make this." Joe Rogan noticed it instantly. This isn't a man chasing highlight knockouts. It's a man preparing for a very specific threat. And that threat has a name. Alex Pereira.
He said that, listen, you know, he's let him down before, and they only want people that are absolutely dependable.
You know, I felt about him. I can't risk putting him in big positions in a big spot and have something go wrong.
Which I get. You can't have people jumping on and jumping off a card like the White House. You can't have the president of the United States and the whole world watching and waiting for one of the most sensational fight cards of all time, which is what Dana's promised, by the way, and I'm sure it will be.
It's the Sphere on steroids. I mean, it's going to be a one-of-one event. There'll be nothing like it ever again.
Everyone's minds and imaginations are running wild. You see people all over the place putting out their dream White House card. And of course, for the most part, I guess Jon Jones kind of does have.
I saw Jon Jones, it's back in the testing pool.
Yes.
Talking about going on the White House card.
Yes.
I think with his extensive criminal record, the Secret Service will let him on the White House grounds.
That's such a good question. Woo.
That's actually a good question. Well, we always have to pass background checks when Trump's there and he got the fight, so I'd imagine he will be. And I gotta be honest with you. All right, so listen. All right. No disrespect to anyone here. I love you guys so much. You can go to the White House and I'm positive you'll win, right? But if we really need an American to win, right? gotta kind of send Jon Jones, don't we? I mean, seriously. Like, I mean, I don't want to do it. Like, I don't like him, but it's like, if we need an American to win, don't we just send the guy that always wins?
Yeah, no, he's going.
And he said, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And nobody tries harder than me. Are you sure Jon Jones doesn't try a little harder than I do?
I don't know. It's close.
It's close. It's close.
Jones were to get that White House call. Alex Pereira is the matchup that looms over everything. Because stylistically, it's a nightmare if approached the wrong way. Pereira doesn't need time, volume, or rhythm. He needs just one mistake, one misstep. One moment where distance collapses and the fight is over. Jones knows this, which is why the training footage avoids reckless exchanges or wild striking. Instead, it showcases control, patience, and positioning, the kind of preparation required to neutralize a striker who thrives on chaos.
Jon Jones has stated publicly he wants to fight at the White House, but Dana seems more stern in not letting him today than I have ever seen him in regards to Jon Jones. And if I'm being completely honest, I don't know that I agree. I believe that you gotta let him fight, man. I think that you put some things in his contract that makes it very costly to not follow through. Say something happens in the law and he has to be pulled off the card, $1 million. Say he just says he doesn't want to fight, $1 million. But you put these safeguards in place to make sure that he shows up there.
It would be a blockbuster event. I think the whole world would come out.
It's a big card you keep talking about that you want to be on, a White House card, right?
Yeah, dude.
Who do you want for that? You want Pereira?
I'd like to fight Alex Pereira at the White House. I feel like he's incredibly respectful. I feel like he's a household name in America and MMA. Everybody knows who he is. He's a champion. He's in the conversation of being one of the greatest fighters of all time. It would be a blockbuster event. I think the whole world would come out. I've beat many Brazilians over the course of my life. Either way that fight were to go, no one loses in that fight. It generates so many millions for the sport. There is just no losing when you have such high level people competing who respect each other.
When you talk about the White House and having the greatest American fighter of all time, I mean, how can you have a White House card without literally the GOAT?
Jon Jones didn't post that footage by accident. It's a statement. He's showing discipline, control, and preparation for Alex Pereira, proving he's ready while reminding Dana White he's still a top contender. Neutralizing Pereira requires patience, positioning, and tact, not wild striking. But even perfect preparation can't erase questions about his reliability. Interview 5. This footage feels less like opponent prep and more like a pit.
Jon Jones versus Alex Pereira. Possibility. I mean, Rogan is pushing me right now to try to make that fight. It's just, guys, Jon Jones is a whole nother. I consider Jon Jones the greatest combat fighter of all time. Jon Jones is the nastiest dude ever in the history. And Jon's got a dark side to him, man. He shoots guns. Jon Jones is a killer.
Well, one thing I want to talk about MMA real quick, Rampage, with you, and I'm being serious and mighty, and then I want to hear your opinion. Our Jackson Podcast Discord keeps asking, Rampage, what do you think of Jon Jones versus Alex Pereira? If they were to fight, how would Alex Pereira fight? How would Jon Jones fight? Who would win? You've obviously been able to spar with Alex, and you've been able to fight Jon Jones. And then, Mighty, I'll let you run at this, but how do you think that would go, Rampage?
Honestly, I think Jon Jones will poke him in the eye right off the bat.
Oh, my God.
What? You asked me a serious question. No, I'm telling you, seriously.
That ain't in Jon Jones' repertoire. He ain't doing all that. It happened one time against you.
One time? DC. Everybody else who Jon Jones fought, and they was doing a little bit better than Jon Jones wanted them to. I poke you and he'll kick your knee backwards.
So who wins?
You know what? I never say anything against Alex Pereira because he's the man, but I think that Jon Jones would find a way to get him to the ground and try to submit him.
Yeah. You don't think that he would try to sit there and stand up with him?
No, Jon Jones wouldn't.
He's too intelligent. I mean, you look what Jon Jones did to Cyril Gane, right? He didn't stand with Cyril Gane.
Yeah.
And Cyril Gane comes from a striking background. He moved and took him down and ground upon him and submitted him with a very easy submission.
Right away too, right?
Right away. So I think that's how the fight would go down. And Jon Jones is also a big presence inside the octagon. So I think Jon Jones wouldn't have a hard time with Alex Pereira, especially if Jon Jones can address that calf kick, because when you watch Alex fight, he used that calf kick to get a response. I want to see something. You need to do something. You're going to do something, I'm going to come forward.
Pitch to the UFC, a reminder of who Jon Jones is. What he brings and a quiet plea not to be left out of the biggest moment of his career. Missing the White House card wouldn't just be another skipped fight. It would signal that the sport has moved on without him. Intense, calculated, and deliberately released, the footage feels like his last attempt to stop that from happening. The question now isn't whether Jones can still fight, it's whether Dana White will trust him one more time.